really sorry I didn't have this set up already. I used my whole streaming setup to film those last 2 art fight videos, and part of that was taking down some of the things that I typically have up, some of my overlays, including the chat overlay. So let's go ahead and get that back in here. There we go. That looks a little bit better, right? Let's extend it a tiny bit. And yeah, cool. So we're back in business. And then if I click over here, yep, stream window is still active. And you know where I don't have it that I kind of wish I did is on the BRB screen, because if I put it on the BRB screen, you guys can still sort of chat over here and still see what you guys are chatting when I BRB. So we'll add that here, or where might be a better place for it. I just kind of want it like out of the way, maybe. Down here's good, right? I think that's good. We'll go with that. Okay, so today is kind of a weird stream because I know it's so hard to keep track of everything, but let me go ahead and kind of explain what I'm talking about. And I know you guys are looking right now at the book itself. Our stream today has a couple of goal-oriented things attached to it. The first one being in the title of the video, which is the second giveaway. The second giveaway is for the trading cards, and we'll talk about those a little bit more later once we've gotten sort of our sea legs under us. And the other thing is to progress the story. We did come to a resolution last stream on who was getting kicked out of the competition after the first round. So we did actually eliminate a team last round, and I think you both were there, so you both probably remember which team it was that got the boot. Let me know down in the chat if you remember which team it was we eliminated in the previous stream. And I'm going to take a sip of coffee because I desperately need my coffee. I really did not get that much sleep, and I might be struggling a little bit here, at least until I get caffeinated. And then I'm just going to scooch those that way and try not to pull this cable because I would hate to pull the light down. I'm actually, oh, and I forgot one more thing. I did forget to see, it is a slow morning for me. I do apologize. This is the kind of stuff I'll probably crop later when I save the video to my channel later. But right now, what I kind of want to do... Wow, okay, thank you guys for liking the stream already. I feel like really charmed by that. Thank you. So nice to see those likes so early on. I appreciate it. So I'm going to pull up Discord very quickly. And you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. I'll go ahead and share with you what I'm doing. Best stream, this stream, or like specifically, or just this series of streams, because I'm feeling a little slow this morning. I don't know, this isn't my best takeoff, but it could become the best stream as we go on. Oh gosh, where did the Discord go? It's somewhere. I'm trying to open it so I can share the link to today's stream. Hopefully, so let's go over here to my own Discord channel because I am just a hot mess this morning. So, oh, and I forgot to put at everyone. I like the stream when the bakery bandits decided to eat the muffin. What stream was that? Deadline switch? No, I know exactly what stream you're talking about. we definitely tease it a lot. We do tease a lot that we are going to do that, so would not surprise me one bit. I'm literally just dropping the live stream into the Discords before moving on to some actual content on our end. Gotta do some housekeeping. I feel like that's what this is called. I feel like this is housekeeping when you're doing all your stream admin type tasks. And I think that should do it. As far as like posting. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll go with that. So I'm gonna minimize this now. And I guess I should reveal what's under this marshmallow, this toasted marshmallow here. And maybe pull down the riser or scoot it over at the very least so you guys can get like a full look at the final inks. So the last streams we did these 2 pages. It was kind of weird how we did it because we did pencils for sort of the whole thing except for a few of the final panels that were left blank, and then we finished this up last stream. But I went through and I inked everything. It was 2 pages to ink, so I did not add color, but I think that the bases are here. We have the basics covered. So we have our tables, we have the Master of Ceremonies, Tony, Lurking Tony's character up here, announcing the first challenge, and then of course Earl over here breaking open that box, these guys preparing their dish, this team down here putting together some pancakes with some M&Ms, because candy being candy. Up here we had a very cute looking Lily Bee licking the spoon, and these guys are new. Hi Theory Time, welcome to the stream, good morning. And we had discussed a couple times doing Seagull royalty, and so late last night when I was inking the rest of these, I went ahead and created these guys. I think they'll be a little bit more readable when we have color on them, but for now these are our King, Queen, and Princeling over here. We have down here another panel. This is the great faux pas from Bakery Bandits, that moment when they got caught cheating as of last stream. Basically sabotaging Team Chef's breakfast over here. So that happened, and then we had our dishes all lined up for the grand entrance, finally, being, I am so sorry it took so long, of your character. So here he is in all his nervous glory trying to eat these potentially horrid breakfast meals, taste testing them anyway, before they are passed on to the royal family, you know, like you do. So, Theory Time, remember someone said drink it, I like the stream when the bakery. And then Lily B. Disclaudified licking the spoon, dead light switch. She might have been. It was a close call. You guys really surprised me when we were voting on who to remove for the, here, let me lower this so you guys can kind of like see the full spread in all of its glory. And we'll move this over here. I don't know why. I guess my work laptop just does not want to get out of the way, so we'll kind of just force it. Not doing work this weekend, I can get rid of this one. Okay, so now if I can make this fit that way, yeah, there we go, that kind of like, that fits. Beautiful. So, there, all of that said, we have, eliminated the team that was doing all the nefarious right here in the middle. And it was a really close call because you guys kept voting against your own OCs last round, and I was really surprised that you were trying to kick out your own characters. I could not have anticipated that, so that was really surprising for me. I did not expect it. It kept things interesting, like you guys always seem to do. You keep things interesting. It's okay, Crazy Crafter Prime, you're allowed to be late. I had a rough morning setting up this morning, so you're probably coming in at the perfect time now that I've got everything finally where it needs to be. streaming setup with PerryPictures. Yeah, exactly. See, Bing's got this, he's got, all the explanation is there. The clues are in the comments. And I like this theory time. Horrid, we are interesting. You are interesting. Theory time, you guys keep it very interesting. I'm always on my toes on these streams. And you guys are always throwing me curveballs, which is great because it definitely forces me to exercise my artistic muscles and to be more flexible as an artist, which is of course something we could all use a little bit of. So I definitely appreciate that. Did you eat? No, and you know, I appreciate you calling me out for that because we talked about this. We talked about it last stream. I was supposed to eat before stream because then I just end up drooling the entire time over food, and then we talk about food, we draw food, and it just becomes this horrible torture device. So maybe we are, you know, sort of doing a suspense horror after all. Maybe that is our genre and we're just being super meta. I don't know. But let me ask you the same question, theory time. Did you eat this morning? The stream that set up becomes what? I mean, it's about to with me, like, spilling my coffee over here. And then, so, we do have some pretty tall expectations for today. And I probably should have got my notebook out for this. Yeah, but it was stolen by my sister, some of it. Oh no, your sisters are eating your breakfast. It's a battlefield sometimes when you've got siblings, just to be able to eat your own food. So I hear ya, and I feel ya on that one. I'm so sorry. R.I.P. breakfast. I'm gonna have to eat mine after, which is so sad. I did get some of those everything bagels, so I'm really excited for that. I have some of that with some cream cheese and some jam and some honey, so you know, you can mix it up, try something different on each half of the everything bagel. And they're babies too. It was bananas and cereal. Well, you can't fault them when they're babies. They don't know. They don't know about personal boundaries yet. They're still learning. My goodness. Poor thing. I hope you were able to eat like a brunch then, so you can make up for what you lost over breakfast. I did have something really cool I wanted to show you guys that I just got. I know I'm not supposed to still be shopping for art supplies because I obviously outed myself in that video about like art haul / hoarding. And Bing, I know you'll be the first to call me out. Deadly Switch, I may halfway be here because I have to play with my brother. That's understandable. I appreciate you chilling with us this morning and having us on in the background. So let me show you. I got this over here, this thing right here, this beautiful thing, and I'm gonna pick it up and bring it to you, okay? So we're gonna talk about this. This noisy, beautiful thing that we've got going on right here, and that's because I clearly forgot that there's no lid. This thing is a new kind of like cool marker stand that I got off of Amazon to hold all my markers. So instead of keeping them, I figured this would help, right? Instead of keeping them in a drawer somewhere in a closet, you know, like if I have them out on display, if I have like a beautiful, nicely sorted and organized marker tray, maybe then I'll actually use them. So I promise this was purchased with the intent of increasing my usage of my traditional art supplies. There is a method to the madness here. That's a lot of Copic markers. Yeah, I mean, they're not, actually, I don't think any of these are Copics, but they are alcohol-based markers. So I have, this is called Master's Touch. That's the brand, Master's Touch. There we go. And the rest of them, the vast majority of them are the Ohuhu markers that I see on a lot of channels. So these guys right here. But I'm really excited to give these some practice. And I've even got this really fun little like swatching card so I can swatch them, which is really exciting. It came pre-printed with the, I forgot I had this camera here, I can show you this way. So it's got like all these little numbers here printed next to the swatch boxes. That's actually like the Ohuhu marker numbers. And so I'll be able to swatch those and keep track of what marker each swatch goes to. I am like burning up. I know I said earlier like the AC is running and it might kick on and off and create a little bit of noise, and I do apologize for that, but I am like desperately in need of having AC. And I understand that sounds ridiculous when I'm wearing a hoodie, but I was in a hurry this morning and I didn't have time to pick out an outfit. So this is where I landed in my desperate 30-minute rush to get ready for stream this morning. So just be like me, buy one sketchbook and continue to draw digital. Being at least you stopped at one. I cannot say I have done the same. I have way too many sketchbooks, pencils, markers, gel pens, etc. Considering I've spent the last 10 years just drawing digitally. So this right here, this beautiful collaborative comic that you guys are helping me create is actually the most traditional art, there's the AC kicking on, the most traditional art that I have done in years, like literally in a decade. So that's actually really cool. Like I'm really proud of this, and it might not look like the most polished art style ever, but I am still, like I said, very proud of it, and I really appreciate you guys helping with this. I just realized this guy has no neckline on his t-shirt. He looks like he's not wearing one. Let's fix that. Let's give this guy some clothes. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, so we have a couple of options here today. So our options are, we can color this page, and I do have the egg, so that we can do some colors. I've even bound together I know it's like a ton actually, but like these are the colors we were using on the previous pages, like all this whole bundle. I bundled them together so I could keep track and be consistent with the colors we're using, but all of these colors are from these previous couple of pages. So this new location plus all the characters' colors, they're all bundled here together, and that is why I have the rubber band around it to kind of separate it from the rest of the egg. There we go. So that's option one. Option one. Sorry if I'm shouting. I'm trying to project more because I know how hard it is to get my voice to carry on some of these streams. Option one is we color today. This beautiful spread, this lovely masterpiece that we've done. Option two is that we crazy crafter pride. I'm freezing in my room with the air conditioning on while I'm wearing my Minecraft loose t-shirt and a pair of blue pajama shorts. May I recommend a hoodie? I am dying in this one. I'm so hot. I'm like really excited that the air is on because I'm hoping some of it will make its way over here, especially with all these lights on. Like I have so many lights. Like there's one that's the light that's pointing at this book so that you can see it, you know, without it looking dark and dingy. And then I've got another light right here. This one's like a blue light. Can you kind of tell? Look at my fingers, they look blue. I've got a blue light right here, and because I'm experimenting a little bit with color and lighting, I've got like a red light coming from the second monitor over here. So this side of my face should be kind of like red, and this side should be kind of blue. I just thought it might be exciting to try some of that like cool streamer person lighting and, you know, pretend like I know what I'm doing. Thought that might be fun. And I have, oh, this side, do you see this? I have this now, this little glowing, color changing D12 on my wall. So I used to have those, for those of you that remember, for the real OGs, I used to have the string of lights that made like a little window back here around my shelves. But one day they just decided to like kill over. The string of lights stopped working, so I had to pull them all down and get something else that glows for the fun of it. Right, but okay, so enough, I guess, like, I can't think of a word, like, just stalling. Enough stalling. So option 2, we could color this today, or option 2, we can create a new page, and then I can obviously come back and color all of these later when I have time. So we could always start the next round, which means a lot more decision making from you guys. I'm gonna need a lot more feedback if we do decide to start a new page. So that's also an option. And one other thing that we're going to do today, regardless of which option we choose, regardless of whether we decide to color these pages or to draw new ones, we're also going to do the second trading card giveaway. That is coming up here shortly. Let me look at how far into the stream we are. I think there's like a little counter on here. It's coloring the pages we worked on, Crazy Craft Prime. Okay, so that's definitely an option. We can do that today. It's definitely less brain work for me, so I'm not gonna be too upset if that's what you guys choose, if you guys want to do some coloring today. But just looking over here, we are at about 30 minutes in, and when we are about 45 to an hour in, I did want to try to do that second card giveaway. And again, being you're not going to be eligible. Hello, Pilfer, how are you today? Good morning. So aside from being, everybody else that's here will be able to participate in the trading card giveaway. So again, that's going to be in about 15 minutes-ish, because I like to try to give everybody about 45 minutes to pop in, just kind of like how Pilfer just did. And that way I'm not forcing everyone to come compete at the crack of dawn. Making rainbow cheesecake pillow mint in cereal, that is one heck of an ice cream flavor. That is a lot of things to mix together, but I'll tell you what, it sounds really good. We were just talking about the fact that, again, I came to stream without eating first, just like I said I wouldn't do anymore, and here we are, practicing bad habits again. So yes, that sounds really good, especially the cereal part of that combination, Pilfer. Oh, let me show you guys this too. Ooh, if I can spin that around, can you see that? I got this in New Orleans. It's from a steamboat, the Natchez. I went on a riverboat tour, and that's the boat I was on. And I do love coffee mugs, so I didn't mind getting this one. Okay, so it sounds like we're going to color these pages today. I know that Crazy Crafter Prime said we should color, and I'm not going to argue with that, so I have the colors ready. And we are all set to color. I even have my little special pens and markers here. Thinking of special pens, I just remembered I bought some special pens, some white ones. So like how I have like these like nice brush pen microns. I got some white ones for highlighting, and I was planning on bringing this out, but I don't know where they are now, so I guess we're just going to save them for later. Okay, so I guess first things first, we could start coloring. But I also kind of want to change this music. Can you guys hear it? I don't know if you can hear it, but let's pick something a little more upbeat. Because I do think that we started off with some coffee jazz, but it is a little bit like more of a smooth, chill, just waking up vibe, and we could use something with a little more energy. So this one, I think this one's a little better. And let me know, of course, if it's too loud or too quiet. You'd better go catch it, Pilfer. Refrigerator running very loudly. Pilfer, that is not my fridge, but it is my AC. It is. You're not hearing things. I'm really sorry. That's gonna kick on and off a couple times today, because it is hot. It is hot in Los Angeles right now, and I know I'm wearing a sweater. We've already discussed this. I didn't have time to come up with an outfit, so now I just have to suffer. In here somewhere in this bundle is a black colored pencil, and I feel like I would like to start with this cute little cat because he looks so cute. Oh, we should add the riser back so you guys can see what I'm coloring. And we will slide this over here. That's better. And then back to the bundle. I had a hard time coming up with what riddle we're going to do today or what trivia for the cards. Last time we did a question about the card like template, like the layout and what like the speech bubble numbers meant and being correctly guessed that. I just dropped a pencil. It's another pencil projectile day. I was struggling to come up with what we're gonna do today. I have an answer now, so I know what we're gonna do. It may not be as cool of a question, but I did want to do something that was on topics that's related to the cards that you can't just simply Google, because I feel like that only benefits the person who has the fastest access to like Google. And I didn't want it to be just like, I didn't want to have it be something that was like unfairly biased toward any specific group or demographic. And I also just realized, no, it's fine. So it's card related. The trivia today will still be card related. Bingo Ned, that's right. That's how I remember. How did I pronounce your screen name before? It was like horrendously wrong. I apologize for that. So I think this is the black pencil. It is. Okay, so let's get started on this kitty cat. But today we will do another card trivia that is card related. I did come up with a question related to the cards. It's in the cards. And we will have our second card giveaway. I have not mailed them all yet, simply because I haven't finished drawing them all yet. But we are getting there. We're getting so much closer. In fact, I have 6 left to go in the deck. So once I get the remaining 6 characters drawn, we will be able to finally send Bing his card set, first of all, because he was the first winner. And secondly, I'll be able to ship the person who wins the second deck of cards today their cards as well. So you guys will probably get those about the same time, which will obviously be as soon as they are finished. I don't know why it's taking me so long to draw these cards. I really did not expect it was going to take so long. I think I just sort of like ran out of steam part of the way through. I almost feel like it kind of shows on the chase card. Like if you've seen, okay, let me pull this up for a second and show you. There we go. So we'll go to the cards and I will show you what I mean. Alright, so my lighting might be changing a little bit, but I'm going to switch over to display capture. You guys will see this. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. So we'll continue. There they are. Okay. This card is the one I'm talking about right here. So I got as far as this card. This was the last one I made before I hit what I would call the wall. And I really kind of forced myself to finish this one before realizing I had in fact hit a wall and I needed to slow down. I needed to take a break from making them, and I feel like it kind of shows in this card because I do feel like the pose looks a little bit stiffer than a lot of the other ones. The face was a little bit less recognizable as the character that we've been drawing in the book. In the book, I feel like I have consistency, which I'm really excited about. Like, it really pleases me to find that I can draw the same character consistently. But then when I tried to draw him digitally, especially at this point in time, I just felt like it wasn't quite where I wanted it to be, although I do love the background here. So that's when I decided it was time to take a break from making these, and I did start recently making them again. I mean, I did just obviously do the Candy Lamity card. Let me pull that one up for you. So Candy Lamity here was the most recent card I completed. And do you watch Trent? He's a YouTube artist. He's really inspiring. Been binging his content the last few weeks to get me remotivated. I do. And I can tell you what I really love about his videos in particular is his content about the indie game development that he's doing. Like, he is currently working on Hi S Comic Maker, good morning. It's okay, you definitely gotta go at your own pace. Burnout is a thing in work life. Make content on top of it is a lot. It is. Yeah, you get it. It can be so much. Yes, for sure. Trent, like you were saying, Pilfer, he does the videos on video game design, and he has some really insightful things about video game development that the rest of us may not know, or which might take a lot longer to find and accumulate that knowledge through other sources. So I feel like he does a really great job of taking us on that journey with what he does, and he's also an industry professional. So yes, I definitely recommend, definitely binge his channel. I've definitely gone down that rabbit hole myself, and yes, as Comic Maker, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Burnout is hard to push through sometimes, and sometimes the answer is not to push through. Sometimes the answer is to, you know, take a break and walk away from it and not feel guilty about it. Let yourself actually refresh. And so that is what that was kind of like the point I was getting at. That's why these cards are taking so long to make, because I hit a brick wall with Chase's card, and I wasn't fully satisfied with how he turned out. And so I wanted to take a break from that so that when I did come back, I could make cards that I was really proud of and that I thought you guys would really enjoy. And so we are back on track. I am back to building these cards. Candy's card on screen was the most recent one that I did. But for sure, it has been a journey, and that is kind of like my excuse for why. So let me click back over to the book here. I'm going to switch sides of the screen. I refuse to take breaks, gets bodied by burnout. I understand, because it's hard. It's hard to let yourself take a break. Pilfer, I'm always burnt out. A dying star. A spongy dingus. A frayed dingo. Oh, you poor thing. Man. Yeah, I think that's something we actually all probably have in common. I think it's very hard. I think it's very hard for artists to walk away from what they're doing. It's really hard to put it down and not feel guilty about it, especially when we sort of have this, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but we kind of have this perception that because art is, it's supposed to be fun, we don't really let ourselves take breaks from it. It is work. It's hard work, especially when you're really committing to a larger scale project. So like being with your story and how you've had to like update all your characters and how you've had to rewrite sort of your outline and all of the work that you've been putting into your story. And it may be hard or harder for you to take a break from that when you are like you're putting pressure on yourself to complete all this work, but then you can get mad at yourself for needing a break from the work because it's supposed to be fun. And so I think that's kind of how we trick ourselves in a very unhealthy way into burnout, because we try to like force ourselves to have fun with art and we don't acknowledge it for the hard work that it is. Being I blame the economy. Yeah, it's I guess we could go that route. I mean, I'm sure you could make an argument for it. I would listen if you wanted to try and like to make that come full circle. Sorry, I know, the AC's turning on again. I know it's loud. I do apologize. It will shut back down again in a few minutes, so please just bear with me. If you gotta turn down the volume a smidge to get rid of the annoying background noise, I understand. So one of the things that I was excited about for, as far as coloring goes for this spread, is the actual fire pits. I know this is gonna seem super random, but I was kind of like wondering, how am I gonna like color fire? I didn't draw fire in here, but there's definitely supposed to be fire on these coals, you know? And we have like several of these. We have two up here. We have this one here, right? And then you come over here to this beautiful mugshot of Lily Bee, and we have one of these fire pits here as well. So all in all, there's like 4 of them, and I've just been wondering, what is coloring this going to look like? Because I didn't draw any line art for fire, so we just kind of have to figure that out. I guess together, like live on stream and in color, live and in color. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some colors here that I think might help. I've got like this very warm yellow color. We've got this orange color. Could probably even use a little bit of red, but let's do like a red-orange. Where are all these pencils going? Do you hear that? Do you hear them like clattering to the ground every time I drop them? There we go. I lost a blue. Pilfer, Perry's streaming from inside a helicopter today. I'm so sorry. Guys, I know. I'll tell you what. After I watch the playback of this, because I always do try to like do a playback and like look at video quality, right? I'm like trying to figure out what can I do better. And so I've made adjustments just based on that before. Like I've adjusted the audio and I've adjusted the lighting and I've adjusted sort of like my performance, you know, based on notes that I take from the playback. And when I listen to this playback, I'm probably gonna hear what you guys are hearing now, which is probably awful, and realize like, wow, I guess I'll just like turn the AC off and sweat from now on because this, in fact, you guys keep telling me, so I am gonna go turn that off real quick. Give me a moment, just a moment, and I will make it go away, I promise you. Okay, back, and it is blissfully quiet, so I'm sure that's going to be better for everybody, myself included, now that we can actually enjoy like the music in the background, some nice, like, way more ambient room tone. And I'm not like fighting to shout over the AC either, so I do apologize, but hopefully now we will have a much better stream moving forward. It was fine, just teasing. We don't want you to sweat to death this stream, and you don't have a ref for fire, not coals. You do have a ref for fire, but not coals. That's okay, we'll find something. We'll find some references. So I do think, though, it is about that time for, oh gosh, I'm like hitting my knees on everything. I'm just not situated the best that I can be. So let's go ahead and let's try to And I'm gonna pull up, like you were just mentioning references, and that's a good idea. I do swear by references. I think they're super useful. So we're gonna go to Pinterest and we are gonna find some references. So let's go over here. How to art. I actually probably don't have any references for fire in here, so let's try how to color fire and see what we get. There's a couple interesting takes, some hot takes. I think I'm funny. So yeah, I mean, this is obviously how to color fire digitally, but maybe, just maybe, can kind of get an idea here how to build up this fire. So like, I think this is kind of a good one, because we can sort of see that the lightest color, the brightest color is at the base. So down here I'd like just the, well, let's go ahead and try this, right? Like, we've got these colors, let's try them. So I'm seeing, first and foremost, the top of the coals are probably going to be like super red hot. So we'll try and add on the coals, on the tops of them, right? Like just the top of these bad boys. We will add some red inside of the line art. Oh, you guys can't see it. All right. I can fix this. There we go. And then looking at the reference, the next color we're gonna see the most of is really gonna be this like super bright. The brightest color is going to be the closest to the what's burning. So the coals are burning, so we're going to have our yellow down here, and then sort of outlining that yellow fire, we can have like this orangish color, sort of like looking up like that. So we've got some fiery coals. I actually kind of like how that looks. I don't know how clear it is, so let's try it again, but on like the bigger one here. And we'll start again with the orange red, and we'll do sort of like a top layer, just slashing through these coals like slashing through prices. No, just kidding. So just it's like super small, so I mean, I'm not gonna be able to get crazy detailed with this comic. It's practically a coloring book, but what I can do is sort of like just allude to it, right? Like sort of give it the idea is there, right? The idea is there. So let's have some wispy flames sort of peeking out from here. So there we go. We've got our fire. And I wonder if it would even be worth, what do you guys think? Does that look about right? I'm pretty happy with it, especially given the scale. I think it looks alright. Okay. Hard part over, right? Except I just gotta do like a little bit, just a hint of one over here with these like little ones. So we'll just start with what would be the burning coals. And then that like super hot glow of the brightest color, the yellow. And then we'll go over it with this orange to just sort of create like this top layer. There we go. So overall, I think here, when we had like sort of the largest one to work with, I think it looks really good. So I'm really excited about that. And we can actually pull back out the black pencil we were using on the cat and go over the coals now and fill in the part that's not red. So like the bottom of the coals. And that might create a little bit more contrast. And here we go. Same thing on this side. Kind of got the same thing going on there. Yeah. There we go. So I guess we have the answer to the question now. How do we make this look like it's burning? How do we add fire? Fire added. We've accomplished our goals. All right. We're done, guys. That's it. We did what we came to do. actually, what we came to do, it is, oh yeah, this is my pineapple. I have like one of those little squishy pineapples, little stress ball things with water beads in it, you know? I would like to switch over here to display capture for just a moment, and I'm going to play the so we're gonna come over here and we're gonna go back to a very specific video that knowing you guys, you've seen this, but I'm gonna add it anyway just to help like sort of soft introduce what we're gonna do here in a moment, starting with taking my own face off of the video. And this is going to be the introduction to the trivia for the card giveaway. Let me unmute myself, and also we can return to this. And also I'm going to just adjust that slightly because I know that the audio levels were a little different than how we had them a second ago. And I guess, so I was hoping to use that time that the card trailer is playing to set up a little Word document so that I could put the trivia on screen. And then I remembered I'm not on my Mac, I'm on a PC now, and I don't know how to find my programs. Like, how does this work? I don't have Finder. How do I, here we go, maybe this is it, Word Pad, there we go. All right, we're making progress. So let's go ahead and go to streaming, and then we're gonna add a little window capture to the screen. There we go. And I think last time I put it in the top corner, but we'll put it down here. So this is going to be our trivia for today. And I know that there's a couple different places you could find the answer to this, so I'm not gonna give any clues. I'm just gonna leave it up here until you guys figure it out. How many cards are in the Stream Trading Cards deck? So we've got that there, and I'm just gonna pull this up here. And let's see if I can make that any easier for you to read. Is that better? I think that's better, right? That's probably better. It's not 10. I can tell you the first guess, no, that's not the answer. And bear in mind the question, I'm trying to be very specific. How many cards will there be total in the Stream Trading Cards deck? So including the 6 that I haven't drawn yet, that will be drawn when the deck is complete. The question for today to win your own card deck of stream trading cards is how many cards total will be in the stream trading card deck. First person to get me the correct answer, and you can answer more than once, the first person to get me the correct answer will win a deck of cards. So that is the plan for today. And while you guys are looking at that, I'm going to keep coloring and keep talking to you. But I may not be on screen. 3 is incorrect. So it's total cards in the streaming card deck. And by the way, when you win the card deck, I'm not going to send you like, it's not like when you go to the store and maybe like buy like a booster pack for Magic the Gathering cards or for Pokemon cards. It's not a booster pack. When you receive these cards, you will receive a full deck of trading cards. You're going to get all the cards, a full set. So it's not a booster pack, it's the full set. And we have a winner! Bing, 0. No, you can't. You already have a card deck coming anyway. Pilfer is correct. The answer is 18. So let me come back on screen because you solved it. Yes, 18 cards total in the card deck. And let me put my pencils somewhere. So that is correct, and I'm going to go ahead and jump over here and show you now that we have the answer. Going back to... Where'd it go? I thought I had it on screen. I totally had this on screen already, but we'll come back here anyway and we'll look. So I was worried earlier when I like had this up on screen. I was like, thankfully I haven't told you guys what the question is yet, or you guys could just look at it. But it says it right here when we go to the project, holographic 18 card deck. So there will be 18 cards total in the deck. And so far we have this many of them. So we have 6 left to go. These are the backs of the cards. That all these blanks next to these are going to be the back of the card. I haven't entered the back yet because it doesn't let me update that until I finish entering all the front of the cards. So a better way to look at this is this way. We'll go to this screen. These are the cards that we have so far out of 18. So these 12 are the ones that we have, and we have 6 more coming. And once we have the full 18 card deck, Bing, you will be getting a copy of the stream trading cards. And Pilfer, now that you have answered the second trivia correctly, you will also be receiving a copy of the stream trading cards. So in order for me to send these to you though, I'm going to need you to DM to me an address where you can receive mail. And again, it doesn't have to be your personal home address. It can be a P.O. box. It can be an auntie's or somebody else that you trust to receive mail on your behalf. You just have to send me a physical location, a physical address that I can mail these to so that you can receive your stream trading cards. And hi, Space Raptor Infinite. You almost made it into the. You want me to? No, you. Wow, Pilfer. Do you realize that it just like censored that? Like, oh my gosh, I'll show this just because it's funny, so you can show it. But it censored it. I know you're not serious. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and let that post. But no, do not put your address. Please, nobody put your address in the chat. Do not put your address in the comments below. Do not put your address out in any public forum. Keep that private. Bing, I just realized I sent you my address but not my name, so someone in my house will probably open them and be very confused. Yeah, I know your name's Ned, because we discussed what your username stands for, Bingo Ned, so I could always just put Ned on it and hopefully that would work. But also you could update me with another message, a follow-up message with what name you would like addressed on the package as well. Yeah, I got to go. Wish I could have stayed longer. I have some interesting plans. Crazy Crafter Prime, that's okay. Thank you for being here today. I hope you have a great weekend and you enjoy your plans. And I will see you the next time you come to stream. And also I will see you in the Discord as well. Yeah, so as far as card giveaways go in the future, I'm not sure how many of these I really plan on doing. I knew right off the bat that I definitely wanted to do 2. Definitely had plans to do at least two Stream Trade card giveaways. Wow, feel tongue-tied. And we did do those. Now whether or not we will do more completely depends on, I guess, how much longer it takes us to finish this. Because we have at least 2 more elimination rounds to author in our comic before we get to a winner. So if we end up taking like more than 4 more streams to complete that, I think, then we might do another card giveaway. I feel like if this comic is still actively being made at that point in time, then we might do just 1 more card giveaway. I just feel like I also want to finish them first and get them printed and make sure that they're like a really good quality so that I'm not sending you guys. I'm sure they will be. I mean, like the reviews on MakePlayingCards.com are phenomenal. I've seen like the quality of the work. It's really good. And I'm really excited to see these cards. So we might do more just because I really want to share them with you guys. They're your characters. They're pretty awesome. We might do more. So I guess just stay tuned, I suppose, and see if or when I make an update on that. And Pilfer, I have too many projects I have to work on. Angry cow noises. I was practicing pixel art, but now I want to make a game. That's because you're watching Trent. You're watching Trent's videos and he inspires you to make game art. So yeah, I can completely understand where you're coming from there, Pilfer. Space Raptor, I'm sure from what I'm seeing already, the new character looks awesome. Yes! Yeah, let's talk about that for a second, because we put your character in here, and I know, like, because of his species, you were concerned about the scaling issues, because there's definitely going to be, like, a big size difference with your character here and the other sort of more humanoid type of characters. And I did tell you that, like, with this frame up here, this panel up here with Lily Bee, taking such a deep cut into this center panel, that we were going to get some cropping. So we do have some cropping here on your character, but we can definitely identify him here. He's definitely very recognizable behind the table. And he also has those markings that you sent me in the email with the references, so I make sure to put those in here as well. I'm really glad that you noticed and that you approved, that you like it, so that's really cool. No offense to the people named Ned, but that's a terrible thing to name your kid. It's not actually, though. Is that not really your name? Did you choose your username based on a different name? A name that's not your name? You're like concealing your identity. You have like a secret identity. So now we learn something new every day, guys. Bingo Ned's name is not actually Ned. It must be Bingo. That's it. That's the secret. Your true name is Bingo. I just misspelled nerd as a wee lad and it came out as Ned. So that's the true story. Okay, gotcha. So origin story. We just got an origin story, you guys. That's pretty epic. Way to like bump up the quality content of this stream with an origin story today. I'm not complaining. Oh, you know what though? We do kind of need a salmon color because we do have like these salmon fish. I feel like I could probably cheat and get away with making them orange, but I do feel like I might actually have a salmon pencil. I just gotta dig through this and see, because I do kind of want to color these fishies. And salmon is a little bit like of an orange-pink color. So let me see what I can do to find us an orangish pink color. Is this one? Because I kind of feel like, I think I found it. I found us a salmon color. What do you guys think? compared to the orange, this looks way more salmon, right? I'm gonna go with it because I think it is. So we're gonna roll with this and continue coloring salmon cheese ice cream. Okay, you had me at salmon and cream cheese, but when you threw in ice cream, I started to have my doubts. Have you ever done like a seafood themed ice cream pilfer? Like, I don't know, like anchovy ice cream or tuna fish ice cream? I think I just colored outside the lines a little bit. Deadlight switch, you would. I feel like that's definitely a Deadlight Switch flavor. Deadlight Switch would eat anchovy flavored ice cream, wouldn't you? It's the bones of the fish. We maybe don't want to color those ones salmon colored. Sort of all over the place here with coloring the stuff that is not super constrained by consistency. So like I'm avoiding the characters for the most part and just coloring all the fun new bits that we have. Oh, before I move on to anything, I do want to like come back over here. Yeah, this part, because we have our little chunks of salmon on their salmon cream cheese toast. And I do want to make sure that that makes it on there in the right color. So there we have that. Let's also do, we toast our bread a little bit. Like, is this gonna look good? Can we do this color? That might be kind of, what do you think? Does that look kind of toasty? Is that toasty? I mean, I guess we'll know if I do the loaf. If the loaf is kind of the same color, then it'll be a little more, you can kind of tell, right? And then we have, oh my gosh, I can't stand the lines today. I don't know what my deal is. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that these it's really small. Like, these details are small. And that's why I keep coloring outside the lines. Pilfer, wildest Deadlight Switch. I will now eat anchovy ice cream. Called it. I bet that you would, and you said that you would, so you've confirmed. Pilfer, weirdest ice cream has to be pickle or mustard or maybe chipotle peanut butter and spicy mango. I might try something like spicy mango, but the rest of those I'm not so sure. I might pass. It's like having the opposite effect of most of our streams when we talk about food. I'm usually like, oh, I'm so hungry, I want to eat that. But you know what? Not now. Not when we're talking about like spicy mustard pickle ice cream, chipotle peanut butter. I think I'll pass. I'm good. I'm good on that one. No thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. Funnily enough, Naverick's favorite, am I pronouncing that right? Favorite childhood dish besides sea salt chocolate caramel pie is salmon cream cheese wraps. He would have really liked this team's breakfast entry then, because they're doing salmon cream cheese toast. His mother made them for him when he was growing up. That's really sweet. It's very, very sweet. And then we also have the same bread. So I'm gonna come up here and just try to like, yeah, we're just gonna sort of get that in there color-wise. And then for these creases, I'll push a little harder, apply a little more pressure so that we look like we've got like a little bit of like a cast shadow and like the little wedges, you know, like how bread is sort of like perforated. Is that a good word for it? But it's like, you know, it's like got these little like slices in it as if they were trying to aerate it or something, which with bread I would think you wouldn't want to do that because then it would get stale and crunchy faster, but for some reason it's a thing. I've seen them. I've seen it happen, folks. I know they do this. Okay, yeah, so that's the bread, but now we can make like, what color should the sausage links be? Are those more like of a red, or are they a brown color? Maybe like a mahogany? What do you think? Like if I can find us a mahogany, we can have some mahogany sausage links. And I wonder if maybe, just maybe, we have a mahogany in here. That's maroon. Would they be maroon? They might be maroon. Maroon and mahogany are very similar. What about this? That's not it. That one's just brown. I might go with the maroon for the sausage links. So what's Narvik's full body look like? Well, it looks like the reference he sent me. Baking cracks? The cracks in the baking. So is that like, do they do it to control the aesthetic if the bread's gonna crack anyway? Is that like why they do it? Bread scars. Hi Polka Latte, welcome to the stream. Careful making links brown. Okay, yeah. So I was thinking like more of a maroon. I was really hoping for like a mahogany, but I didn't find one. But I did find this maroon pencil. See, maroon. I was thinking that might work for. I just realized I did not bring this salmon color up here for this fish. So let's do that. Let's fix that. We will get this fish colored like all the other fishes so he doesn't have to feel left out. Oh gosh, hello, yes, hello. We are having fun coloring all the stuff that we can kind of make up the colors. Like the characters have preset colors. They have like, I have a whole bundle, literally a bundle of pencils for all of the established colors, for all the character colors and background colors. For consistency's sake, they're all bound up in here. But we're having fun this morning. We're coloring all the things that don't have to be like super consistent. So we're gonna go with whatever we feel like coloring them. So like our sausage links here in maroon. We've got our loaf of bread in what's supposed to be a reflective gold colored pencil, but it just kind of looks, yeah, a little taupe to me. Personally, I think it looks kind of taupe. So we've got some cinnamon sticks here. We've got some leeks. I'm pretty sure those were leeks. What color are leeks? Are leeks green? I feel like they should be green. Are they green? And so this funny moment when he grows up, when Navrik was a wee lad, his babysitter panicked when she couldn't find him. Then she heard giggling. She found him hiding in the cupboard and smiling. And it was very cute. Space Raptor Infinite. I feel like you have an entire, like, novel's worth of headcanon. We call these, like, headcanon stories. Have you actually written them down? Like, have you thought about maybe writing, like, the fully fleshed out story for your characters? Or are you working on that already? Like, let us know. Because I'm actually kind of curious. You do have, like, it feels like your characters are very well drafted, like they're super established. So I'm just curious if you're writing, did you create them to write a story, or are you, like what came first, the story or the characters? What am I looking for? I forgot. Oh, I'm looking for a color for cinnamon and I need to know what color leeks are. So I gotta color some leeks and I gotta color some cinnamon. And for the cinnamon, I might use, I feel like I can't use the same maroon because it's right next to the sausages I just colored. We could do one shade of brown and then do, this might be like a good cinnamony color. Let's try this, and hopefully it's not too close to the, yeah, it's not too close to the color of the bread, so that's good. So we'll just make our cinnamon sticks this color. Go a little harder on that side, so add some pressure there. Create what looks like a little bit of shading, a little shadow falling on it from the top one, the top cinnamon stick, obscuring the light a little bit. as subtle as it is. And then, nobody's telling me what color leeks are. I think I'm gonna have to like Google that one. You guys wanted leeks? Help me know, like help me remember what color they were or what color they're supposed to be. And then just come in here with this white colored pencil and get the hat here for Zelda so that I don't accidentally color over it with anything else since it's supposed to be white. It's a chef's hat. Leeks are green and white. Green and white? Oh, I gotta look it up now because I'm not sure like green and white together in what way. Kind of assumed they'd be like a solid color. But maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Would not be the first time. Let's see. Leeks. What do they look like? I see what you mean. They're white on the bottom and then the stems are very green. Okay. So let's start with this white color. It's already in my hand and we'll hit the bottom of these leeks. And then we will grab a nice lovely green and find the maroon color that fell out of the bundle, and we will hit up the stemmy bits like that. I think that looks pretty good. Thank you. Thanks Poco Latte for helping me out with that one. And then we will go and get the side two because there was two of them in here. So there are both of those. We've got this whole box full of just goodies and ingredients. Speaking of box, we should probably have a box color. If I color one box, I feel like I have to color all the boxes. And we might already have like a box color over here. You don't see that. Okay, there you go. So Felix has got the boxes here. So they're like a really dark, I almost feel like I used the maroon on that. Oh no. It's like the one color it can't be because then it'll overlap with the sausages here. Like the one part that's like overlapping the box itself cannot be the same color as the box. So we're gonna have to do a little, take a little creative license and do a little editing of our color palette here. Losing pencils. They're just falling out of my bundle. Okay. Put that down. Maybe if I stop shuffling it. So here's a dark brown. I think this will work conveniently enough. Sitting right on top. I just need a pencil sharpener because it's really dull. So we'll pencil sharpen that right up. And then we will have ourselves a new box color. We're just going to fudge the color a little bit so that it's not the same as these. How do you think the video stories get made? Not sure I understand your question there. Context? What video stories? Help me out. I need a little context before I can answer a question like that. It's a little vague. So just a little bit more information would help. Just realized I missed one, so grabbing that to fill it in real quick. Okay, let's see if we can make, I feel like we're putting just a lot of different shades of brown here between the bread, the cinnamon sticks, the sausage links, the box itself. There's just a whole lot of brown variation going on here, and I'm trying to keep them all separated. Hopefully this is working. There's one funny movie scene I've seen involving leaks. There's a leak in the boat. Space Raptor Infinite. What movie scene, or what movie is that quote from? I don't think I've seen it, because it doesn't ring a bell, but I don't know, once you tell me I could be wrong, I might just be like, oh yeah. You know, depending on whether I actually saw the movie. We'll see. We'll see if I saw that movie. Movie trivia night, right? Or morning. Movie trivia morning, because it's Saturday morning. feel like we're doing Saturday morning cartoons, except, like we said last time, Saturday morning comics, because this is a comic stream and we are building comics with your characters as the guest stars. Now it just sort of sounds like a game show. Went from a comic to game show real fast, about as fast as we went from Saturday morning cartoons to comics, so it's just that kind of a high-speed highway nowadays. Viva la revolution! Alright, so I think these colors do work. I think they work. They look good to me in person. Hopefully they look good to you on the screen and they're different enough. But now I've created this situation where I've colored my box. I have to go in here and color all the boxes the same color. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs tube. That's Pilfer's guess. That sounds like it would be a quote from that movie. But I cannot confirm, because the truth is I actually have not seen the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. But it does look really funny, and it kind of looks like it's in the same vein as that new one they came out with recently, about that dysfunctional family. I don't know if it's like not the Robinsons, but like the robots take over and capture everybody, and they're gonna, like, it's cell phones. Is this ringing a bell for anybody? Cell phones become like AI, they become self-aware, and they capture all the humans in little cubes, and they're putting them in like a rocket to shoot them into space. And there's this one dysfunctional family that saves humanity, basically. But it's like a new animation that came out recently, and it, to me, just based off the trailer, because I haven't seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but I have watched the trailer several times actually, because I'm still trying to commit to watching it. They seem similar. So good. The first one, you think Mitchell? Yes, that's it. That's the one. Mitchell's versus the Machines. Yes, I really liked that. I thought that was a really good movie. And yeah, that's the one I was thinking of whenever I hear Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, because I haven't seen it. My like closest point of reference, I feel, is that movie, Mitchell's versus the Machines, and I do really like it. Have you guys seen it? Bing, you called it out. Pilford, you called it out. So I'm thinking you two probably have seen it since you knew what I was talking about. Is that all the boxes? Did I get them? I feel like cool. So all the boxes are accounted for. They're all colored consistently. So now we can move back on to coloring whatever we want. I should really do like this dark brown though. I'm gonna put that aside. Kind of feel like drawing this guy up here with his megaphone. So let's look at his colors real quick. He's got like this highlighter yellow hair, very pink colored. So shirt wise, I think our guy, I think his shirt is this color, but it needs sharpened, so I'm going to sharpen it real quick. Pencil sharpener might be getting dull. It's like fighting me. It doesn't want to sharpen my pencil. I feel like that's that color. And then shirt wise, I'm thinking it's this. That looks right. Skin tone's probably my default tan or peach. Was it peach? I think he might be a peach colored guy. Oh no, I almost dropped it. It's like reverse engineering something. I feel like I'm reverse engineering his color scheme. You haven't actually seen it. Okay, well, I do recommend it. I thought it was really good, so I would give it a ringing endorsement. I thought it was super entertaining. Poca Latte and Bing sending me boxes because we've boxed all of these boxes. I don't know, but I do appreciate the emoji, guys. Thank you. It is a team effort. We work together as a team. Alright, so, oh, and then I just need that sunglass. Actually, he's so little, I don't think we're going to see that green sunglass tint on this one. Because he's just like this little guy over here with his highlighter hair. Let's start with that. He looks like he's got like his head is like a matchstick. And he's got like a little flame for hair. So there's that, and then the vest is blue. No, the shirt is blue. The vest is pink. Shirt is blue, vest is pink, gloves are pink. So let's be consistent here with those. So what about the color then? The color's part of the vest. Yeah, it's part of the vest. Just checking. Just checking. And we have this vest. So I do have to ask, and I'm actually really impressed with myself that I haven't asked this yet, and it's in the stream. Who is playing Art Fight this year? Who is doing Art Fight? And are you going to select your team in advance, or are you planning on doing the randomizer once the event starts? Because I know when you do the like pre-selection, you can sort of choose your team, but then after that I think it's like you click the sort button and you get randomized. So if you want to pick your team, if you want to have some control over it, you got to do it in advance as soon as they release the team selection banner, which hasn't come out yet. I've been looking for it. I keep refreshing and checking, but so far it's not live yet. We can't we can't choose our teams yet. They keep teasing that it's coming, but once it does. I see that Bing is playing Pilfer. I'm not. No art for me. It's for babies. I know that's a lie because I saw your Art Fight streams. Bing, is anyone else not able to choose their team? Yes, not yet. It's confusing, and I've had people get confused on my video too, because I talk about it. I take you in the video to the link where the form is supposed to be, because they've already released that on their news bulletin board on the ArtFight website. But the link it's like a dead link right now. It's not updated yet with a new with a new form. So a lot of people are having that same issue, being they're not able to select their team yet. I'm not able to select my team yet, even though I've already made up my mind that I'm going Team Bloom. Hello, Lily Animation. How are you? Good morning. We were just starting to talk about Art Fight, so you popped in at a good time. Polka Latte. If you don't know what Art Fight is, I am going to pull up the website really quick. We're gonna switch to display capture. I know it looks like food right now. I was looking at references for leaks, but this is Art Fight. It is an annual art trading game that happens every summer in July, and you basically sign up for, you create an account on this website. Here in the corner you can see mine, it's PerryPictures, and I do have a tutorial to walk you through how to get set up, so don't stress that if you decide you want to try but you're not sure how to use the website. I have you covered. There is a tutorial on my website for that, so I can help, or my website, my YouTube channel, so I can help you with that. But basically you go in here and you get sorted on a team. This year the teams are Bloom versus Wither, or Wither versus Bloom, which is this icon right here. And when you come onto the website, you have a list of characters. These are mine. My characters are on here. And when you fight somebody from the other team, what you do is you draw their characters and you get points for it. And when they draw your characters, they get points for their team. So like if we go, I don't know, let's go here. My character Amelia, the little witch, I put these reference pictures up, and then there's also like a little bio down here, and then people can choose to draw her for points. So these are some of the attacks that I got last year for her. People drawing my characters, and down here you can see kind of like how many points they got for it. So if we go here, look at this gorgeous drawing. I love this so much. This is artwork that somebody drew for me of my character. They got 21 points for it. because they were on the opposite team. So that's how that works in a nutshell. And if you're interested in playing, I can point you to a whole playlist on my channel full of all kinds of information to help you get started. And Lily Animation is actually starting Art Fight this year. I think she found my channel. I'm sorry, I said she. I don't know if you're a she. But they found my channel through my Art Fight videos, and they're going to be playing this year, so it's really, really exciting. And Pilfer is playing. He's going to be Team Wither. I'm going to be Team Bloom. You didn't say what team you wanted. Did you have that picked out yet? Or do you know what you want to pick out once the link for picking teams is active and we actually have the option to pre-register our teams? You go by she, her. Okay, cool. Sorry, I get nervous when I assume based on like the name Lily. I hear Lily and I think, oh, it's a she or it's a girl, but then you never really actually know unless you ask. So I do sometimes get a little bit nervous that maybe I've made a default assumption, and assumptions can kind of get you in trouble sometimes. You will be on Team Bloom this year. High five, Team Bloom. We're gonna have all the camaraderie on Team Bloom. So we're gonna have to attack the pilfers of the art community, the Wither team members. You are really nice. Thank you so much. Did the music stop? I feel like we lost our beautiful playlist. We'll try this one. That should do it. There we go. So the music might kick back in. I don't know how familiar you are with my streams, but all these lovely people that come and visit the streams help me create a comic with this book that I bought at Barnes & Noble called Create Comics Sketchbook. So I try to do all this with pencils and inks, and we're in the middle of a baking competition, so that's what kind of is happening here with everybody's characters. They're having this great bake-off, and we have, it's kind of like Art Fight, really, because I'm drawing everybody else's characters, so I'm getting lots of practice drawing other people's characters. Some of them are humans, some of them are animals, some of them are fantasy made-up creatures. So it's a lot of different types of characters, and we try to include everyone. So that's kind of what we do here on stream. And I've been working on some stream trading cards with everybody's characters as well. So that's another thing that we are doing, at least for this season of my streaming evolution. So while we are doing the baking contest for this comic, and when we get to the end of their narrative, we'll decide what to do after that. But right now, this is what we're doing. And right now, the characters that are in the comic that we've been working on so far are also in my stream trading cards. So if you want to check those out, they're on my YouTube channel as well. It looks amazing. Wow, thank you so much. I am trying. I'm doing my best. I can flip back and show you a couple pages here. We've got some things going on here at the beach. Everybody's kind of messing around and getting ready for this contest here. So yeah, I mean, we're doing our best to tell a story with a whole bunch of characters as if this was one big D&D campaign or something. Everybody gets to do their part and pitch in. And so some of the things we've created so far, and we're just in the middle of coloring these ones so that they can look as finished and beautiful as the other pages. Thank you! I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Lily. I try, and I keep trying, and I'm going to keep trying, and hopefully I'm going to keep getting better. That's everybody's goal, right? Just to keep growing and keep getting better. I just realized I have this blue out, so I'm going to go ahead and do Earl's, that part of his hair. He's got that electric blue at the ends of his spiky, friar side cut thing that he's got going on around his bald dome. And then the gray, we usually fill that in with a nice warm gray, which is this color here in the bundle. See, that's why I have a bundle, so I can keep the the Canon colors all separated from the rest of the bucket and make sure that we use the same colors on the same characters again and again and again. And I don't know that this guy up here had a pant color yet, because I don't think we've seen his pants yet. Not so far. So we've got 2 headshots down here, but that's it. We haven't really established pants for him. So I think I'm gonna have to come up with something, and I kind of want to do this like bright, like highlighter yellow, the same color as his hair, to sort of like just bring a little bit of like symmetry to his clothing here. I just think it would be kind of fun. I also sort of want to make his megaphone this bright pink color. We're going to see this megaphone again at the bottom of the next page, so I do want to use this color. I think it's a really good color. We will find a darker interior color for this. Let's do this one. Just so it looks like that's sort of like the inside of the megaphone, you know? So there's that, but then we see it again down here, see? So, Bing, who's in the chat right now as well, Blue Jeans, Bing, who's also in the chat right now, this is his character. He's been waiting forever to make his debut, because he sent me this character a while ago, and we weren't sure what kind of a role we were going to give him, but now it has been established, and it is canon, and he got his debut panel down here, so that's super exciting. And I don't know which stream number we're on, but whatever stream number we're on, when I drew that, which was like last stream or the stream before that, I think it was last stream, so the last stream that we did would become his card number in the deck of stream cards. So I think he's the last one to make it into the deck, pretty sure, as far as like characters go. Hi Deadlight Switch, welcome back. How are you? Purple Poca Latte says purple, so purple pants for our fella up here. I like that, and I have a purple right here in my hand, so let's go for it. Let's give him some nice purple, and it goes with his like hot pink vest as well, so I think that's a good look. Good call. Way better than the yellow that I was thinking about using. So definitely we dodged a bullet there. And then for this megaphone, let's go ahead and, for that center stripe, we can use that same purple, I feel. Yeah, we'll do that. So let's carry this color down, and we'll use it there. My headphones are starting to fall out. They're threatening to just escape my ears. I have them in so that I can hear what you guys are hopefully hearing with the background music that I'm playing. I have a playlist on my channel of royalty-free music that I can play on streams. I've only had to kick one video off my playlist for being a liar. It wasn't royalty-free, and I did get a copyright strike, so I had to eliminate it from the playlist, but otherwise the others have been pretty honest, which is nice. Nothing like being tricked into thinking you're using royalty-free music and then you're not. Complimentary color to his hair. You are not wrong. It does look, let me slide that down so you can take a look. It does look really nice. I agree. And then Nick Low Bit, message retracted. Well, either way, I'm just gonna say hi. Welcome to the stream. We are busy coloring our, oh, good, right color. I was worried for a second there that I was coloring the wrong part with the wrong color. We are coloring in our comic spread, because we did do 2 pages kind of at once. We normally do one and then color that one and then do the next one, but we were on a roll a couple streams ago and just kept going. So now we have several pages to color at one time. But that's kind of like where we're at with this. And I think, so for, my brain's just sort of dodging all over the place here. So bear with me as I jump around on this, jump around. No, but I know her hair is this like super minty green color. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in here and color that part in now, because why not? Adding a pop of color from panel to panel to panel before I like commit to actually finishing a whole panel somewhere. But it's fun. It's fun to just sort of be a little bit organic and less structured sometimes. Dodging brains stream. Dodging brain stream. Hi Lily, great name. It is a great name, isn't it? I like it a lot. I think it's a good name. And I'm gonna drink some coffee because I just realized I have a cup of coffee here and I've been neglecting it and I'm so excited to find it. Kind of forgot for a second that, oh, I'm sorry, that was really loud when I sat that down. Forgot for like a whole hour that I had a coffee. It's a little bit cold now, not gonna lie, but still good, still tasty. I still like it. Right. So then, for her skin tone, I actually have a whole other palette, I suppose, for that, and that's the Colors of the World colored pencils. I've kept these in the box because I don't want to mix them with the egg. Mainly because I like that these are all skin tones, and it's nice to just sort of keep them separate so that when I do want to find a skin tone color, I'm not digging through all of these, like, you know, like colors that have nothing to do with skin tones. I'm able to just sort of pull right from the source. And I remember her color is like a deep rose color is like her skin tone. So let me find that. The one that says deep rose, literally. That's literally the color right there. Do you see that? Are you able to read it? I don't know if it's blurring out, but the color is deep rose. So that's her skin tone. So we're gonna grab that right out of the box. And when I'm done with it, I'm gonna put it right back in the box because it is so nice to be able to come back and grab that so quickly without having to like dig for it, you know? It keeps it convenient. And convenient sometimes is key. There we go. And then I'll probably apply a little more pressure just below the neck here to get that like that illusion of a drop shadow just under the chin. And Pilfer says, excited for coffee that sat at your desk for a couple hours while you worked. Literally the same. Yeah, I think that's super relatable. Poke Latte not sponsored by Monster Energy for once, right? Like, I made it to a stream without an energy drink, and I made it like most of the way through the stream even without my coffee just because I forgot it was there. So all in all, I think I'm doing pretty good energy-wise. Like I'm managing my energy reserves without having to like substitute or like lean on, I guess it wouldn't be considered a substitute, but like a substance. Maybe I could put it, maybe that makes more sense. Substance abuse. No, it's not substance abuse. It's just caffeine, I swear. Here we go. I love that color. Like, seriously, I love this color. It's so pretty. Put that back in the box. And I do have Candy, who's sitting right next to her. Her color is right here, and it is in the bundle because it's one of my original two tones. Like, my older box of colored pencils came with two options. It came with tan and it came with peach. So we used peach earlier. Here's peach. Here's tan. We used peach earlier for our guy up here, and now we're going to use tan for Miss Candy down here, because that is the color that we have established for her. So let's go ahead and add that in. And we'll, again, I'll apply a little bit of pressure just under the t-shirt to create a little sense of shadow. I'm not sure if that's showing up on the screen or not though, because it's so... Is it? I think it might. It might show up a little bit. You might be able to tell there's a pressure difference in the application of color. I do be trying. I'm trying to make it work. Oh gosh. We do what we can, right? And she did her all to get the candy into the competition. So here we are with her namesake, Miss Candy, putting candy into the pancakes. And we all know that the result was effective because her team survived the culling. They weren't the ones that were eliminated last stream, so they've made some wise decisions so far. And for anybody who does not know which team got eliminated from the baking challenge last week, I'll give you a big spoiler. It was this team. It was these guys, these four right here. And I do say four. This little guy down here, he's part of the team. These four were eliminated for this part right here, this act of cheating. Apparently our voters would not stand for it last stream, and they voted them off the island, or in the context of this story, they voted them out of the baking competition. So these guys will not make it to the next round. She's looking pretty cross, maybe a little foreshadowing there. Or maybe I just didn't like the way the eyes turned out and I decided to just that way, you know, creative license and all that. But yeah, that's sort of the narrative so far. And I did not predict that that would happen. I did not expect that that would happen. But that is how the cookie crumbles. And now we are left with 3 teams. We are left with Team Chef. We are left with Team of the Crop, which is these guys right here in the middle of this page. We are left with the Team Hopsalot, which is this team including our little bunny up here who's licking the spoon. And last but not least, we are left with the team that got sabotaged, which is Team Chef Turkey. But you're not seeing the turkey here. You did see the turkey on the previous page. This fella right up here, Chef Turkey. But his teammate here is a character that belongs to Space Raptor Infinite. So that team survived the wrath of the judges as well. So we are going to have to start pretty soon. We're going to have to start coming up with ideas for lunch. So food-centric. This stream is always so food-centric. So how about it? Let's find out what should... I'm going to put this question in here too. What should each team's dish be for lunch? And I would like to get some of your ideas because we're going to have to draw that pretty soon. So we got to get the brainstorm moving. Is this the right color? Did I grab the right color again? I think I did. Oh, I needed an eraser. That's what I needed because I colored outside the lines again. I don't know what it is with me coloring outside the lines today. I feel like a first grader, you know, working on those motor skills and trying to color inside the lines as if I haven't been doing this my entire life or anything. No, not at all. Totally not incapable of some pretty basic motor skills. Let's see. Candy's top. What color is Candy's top? Let's find an example. Okay, so we've got this green and this pink. So let's do that. Pink with green sleeves. And I'm thinking it's a soft pink, so it's probably this pink. It's a soft pink. And then it's either sea green or it's this light green. It's one of these two colors. So, and I don't want to do the same color as Mia's hair here, which I think was sea green. So we might do a light green or I have so many colors in this bundle that are so similar. Oh, that's the color for Mia's hair. Mia's hair is this, which is Vert Peppermint. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. That's her hair color, which leaves us with sea green, I think, for her shirt. And it's just the sleeves. It's just the sleeves, the cap sleeves, so it's not too much of a conflict. Does each team get something different or all the same? Something different. So each team gets to do something different. And just for quick reference, I'm going to flip back here so you guys can kind of see our teams here before you start making new suggestions. Let me drop the riser for a second. And we'll take a look. So this team here is eliminated, so don't worry about them. They're not going to be baking anymore. But these two teams, this is your team of the crop team, led by the infamous Dave, the sprout guy here. This is Team Hops a Lot. And then we have over here Chef Turkey's team. So Chef Turkey's team is going to be the turkey, the guy in the yellow the guy in the yellow shirt, Mr. Food Coma here, the cowboy fella. And then, not this one, not this one here, because this is Felix, he's our supply runner, but over here we have another, very large-scale reptile, who is also technically part of Team Chef, Chef Turkey. So those teams, those three, Chef Turkey's team, Dave's team, and then the Hops a Lot team here. These are the guys that still have to compete for lunch. And each one of them needs a different dish for lunch. So I'm seeing Anchovies Ice Cream Polka Latte. You must have been here for that conversation earlier today. While I do think that would be interesting, I'm not quite sure that's consistent with baking. Pizza, everybody loves pizza. That is a good point. Buffalo chicken tacos also sounds delicious. Okay, so now we're getting to the part of the stream where I start getting really hungry. Lily B looks so good in the group picture. This one, yes, she does. She looks really cute. So much sass. You are so right. And then French onion soup is also super good. Pasta, always love some pasta. I do love me some carbs. I am a carb fanatic. I would give up eating meat before I would give up eating pasta. Like, that's where I stand on the food pyramid. Like, I love my grain so much that if I had to become a vegetarian and not eat meat, or else they would take away my grain, I would do it. I would sacrifice eating meats to keep my grains, because that's how much I love my pasta. Can't take my pasta away. That's criminal. That's cruel. That's unusual cruelty. Cruel and unusual punishment. I think that's the words I was looking for. Cruel and unusual punishment. So back on the riser, so we can get back to coloring this page while we figure these things out. I think these are all really great ideas for lunch. French onion soup, buffalo chicken tacos, pizza, 100% for sure. Everybody loves pizza. I feel like there's always some kind of pizza for everybody. Like, there's a pizza out there for everyone. Crab wontons. Ooh, so now you're getting thematic with the location. I don't know if you know this, but they do be at the beach. So this is all happening out here on the beach. That's why we have these outdoor ovens, by the way. Like, these outdoor style ovens are not an accident. I drew them that way because they are in fact outside for this entire thing. Mainly because drawing organic backgrounds is so much easier. Sorry, my foot got stuck. I'm sitting on my feet because I like to put my feet in my chair like a kid instead of dangling on the floor. Yes, I was saying organic backgrounds are just way easier and more forgiving than industrial ones. So any chance I could draw an outdoor background over an indoor background, I'm going to take it, because you can draw a funky tree, you can draw a funky hillside or something, and it would still look perfectly natural. But you cannot draw a funky room with crooked walls and it look right. It just looks wrong. It looks jank so easily. It's so hard to get right. So yeah, I kept them outside on purpose. It just seemed like the smart thing to do. So that is, in fact, my great big secret for drawing backgrounds is, if you can manage it, keep them outside at all cost. And it definitely makes my life easier. So we are cooking outside because of that. I think that it's for the best. It really is. It's just it's what's best for me. It's what's best for the comic. Plus, it just looks really scenic too. I mean, I think it's atmospheric. It's cool. It's not your generic four walls and a stove. So in a way, it sort of adds to the story. It's not taking away from the story at the very least. Green pants. Okay. Green shorts. So bringing this color down here for the bottom of her outfit. There we go. And then just a little pink for the nose. And she probably needs a little red for the tongue. So let's add that here. And then a much darker color for the interior walls of the mouth, just behind the teeth. Hopefully I can color with the lines this time and not give her like gross looking teeth. But just in case, I do have my white paint pen, so I can correct any issues. Candy looks so cute, Deadlight Switch. I'm so glad you think so. Yeah, I was really happy with this one too. I think she came out super nice. Especially from like a different angle too, because they're not always like head on. It's not like how she's looking directly forward facing at us, but then this one's turned to the side because she's kind of like looking at her. So yeah, it's just fun to like try to nail a couple different angles, keep it looking fresh, you know. Yeah, so I'm so glad that you like how your character looks on the page. That is goals, my friend, so makes me happy to hear it. These M&Ms though, I feel like I need some super duper bright, like how we were talking earlier about not mixing the skin tone colors with this bucket full of bright colored pencils. I know, I'm sorry, I'm looking away from you guys. Well, I think it's time we bring them back because we gotta put some M&Ms on this page. She's dropping all these M&Ms into these pancake tins because they're baking pancakes. I don't know how that works, but this is our universe. We decide the rules, so it works. We are in fact baking pancakes. And it's just the way it is because we said so. So let's add a little red M&M here, a little green one, and a blue one. Oh, that's a blue one. What one am I missing? Can we do it? I don't want to add M&Ms that aren't actual M&M colors, so we'll do that. Okay, there we go. And then all those can go back in there. What next? Oh gosh, I like her colors are the same as the emoji. That is good point, like good catch. Candy is her name. It matches the candy emoji. Yeah, it's very on brand for sure. Absolutely. I didn't even realize they were the same. Yeah, Deadlight Switch, it's a good design. The character design definitely matches the personality and the naming convention. And I do think that you struck gold with this one. I really like this character. Coffee. My coffee is my friend. Dave. Let's do Dave. We haven't done Dave's yet. So I think with Dave, it's a combination of yellow and orange for the petals. Let's boop back to here for a second. So you've got some orange with a little yellow outline on the very, very edges for his petals. And then he is this like, this blue color. think that this one, not quite. This one, this blue color, and purple. Where did that purple go? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Alright, so these are Dave's colors. So let's go back to coloring Dave on the other page. See how this works, how the bundle works, and sorry. See how the bundle pencils work? It makes keeping the characters consistent easier. So let's do this. Let's add the yellow outline to the edges of the petals. Kind of like when we were doing the fire earlier in the ovens. We can just sort of add that here, that outer edge. And then we can come in here with the orange now. Guess it's kind of a good thing I didn't stand him directly in front of the oven because we might have like some color conflicting there. There we go. And then, so I'm going to start with the purple just to do like the undershadow, the shading, and that way I can be a little bit more, or a little bit less judicious after that with like the blue color. So we'll come in here with the purple, kind of like this. And I do feel like the purple is sort of that interior color of the snout as well. And then of course the shadow that's going to fall here on the body, just under the petals there in the front. There we go. Pilfer asks, did you know the M on M&M's are paper? So you're eating a bunch of paper? I did not know that. Thankfully, paper is not really that harmful, I don't think, when you ingest it, especially something on that micro of a scale. I'm okay with it. I've definitely heard more horror stories when it comes to the things we eat, so I'm okay with eating a little paper. Deadlight switch, my life is a lie. I've been eating paper this whole time. Look at you crushing people's spirit, Pilfer. Poke latte, even paper is good with chocolate. That is a really good way to look at that. Yes, it's hard not to eat a little bit of the wrapper with the Tootsie Rolls. That is actually valid. Like, I think it's because the Tootsie Roll, like, I don't know if it's humidity or whatever, and maybe it's just because I lived in such a humid place before, so I don't know if this is everybody's experience with Tootsie Rolls, but they do seem to, like, sweat a little, like, and then, yeah, the wrapper kind of gets stuck to them, and it can be a little difficult to peel them. I mean, I'm not sure if that's exactly why, but it's kind of how it seems, right? Like, we can at least, chalk it up to it seemingly has like sort of a condensation issue or a sweating sort of issue. Alright, Dave, let's get your color in here. Let's make you look nice and colorful because you are nice and colorful. Get that little leafy hand as well, and then this vine looking arm as well. There we go. Dave's looking pretty fresh. And, oh gosh, what next? What do we want to color next? Could you even see that? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry guys, if the book is covered up when I'm coloring, if you're not even seeing the part that I'm working on, somebody tell me, call me out, let me know that I need to get things back on screen if they're off screen. Okay, so Mrs. Claus is pretty easy to tell where. First of all, I say that. I was about to say her color scheme is super easy because it's all red, but actually I want to peek real quick to find out what color are her sunglasses. Or her glasses. I don't know that they're sunglasses per se, but she does wear, here we go. Here's a good example. She wears these glasses, and it looks like it's a really dull blue. So I think I can find that color. And then the rest of it is obviously a little rosiness on the cheeks and the nose, the red on red for her outfit, and then the gray hair. So let's come back over here. We will pull out a Actually, I'm pulling this out, even though it has nothing to do with everything I just said, because I saw that color and I know that that's the color for clothes. So maybe we'll do that first. Let's color Mia's clothing in first, just because I have the color ready. Deadlight Switch, frowning at me. Why? Why are you frowning, Deadlight Switch? What is it? Is it the Tootsie Roll paper? Or is it something I said? Let me know why. The double frowns. It's a little bit concerning to see double frowns. Alright, so that's the color of the shirt. It's the same color for the hat, so we'll come in here and just sort of swirl that on there. I actually don't remember. I think her pants are white though, so we'll want to leave those paper white. And then the mittens are new, so we can technically make the mittens any color we want. So I might hold off on that just to see what color is going to look good in that panel once it's all said and done. My bundle is slowly dwindling. It's getting smaller and smaller as I pull more and more colors out. Pilfer said everything is a lie. That's why you're frowning. Aww. Pilfer, Pilfer, look what you did. Oh gosh, okay, back to Mrs. Claus here, because we are on a mission and we cannot be swayed. Although I am seeing the two reds that belong to Candy Lamity here, and I'm kind of tempted. See, I keep trying to color Mrs. Claus here, but I keep getting pulled by the color that I'm finding in here to a different character. We'll get there eventually. Once like the whole bundle has been decimated, we'll finally get to her shade of red. I actually need a pencil sharpener for this one. And this is her red, actually. Right after I said that, of course, I found her red. But it makes sense that it would be utterly decimated because her entire outfit from head to toe, literally from hat to the hem of her skirt, is this color. So it's absolutely no wonder if this pencil was dull by the time I got through using it last time. So we'll just come in here. Normally I put little white seeds on her hat because that is part of her design, but we're seeing so little of the brim of her hat here. I think it'll be fine. And if anything, we have this paint pen. We can kind of like come in here and look at that, just like that. It's fixed, it's solved. All right, so let's do. She also has white in her outfit, actually. These sleek. Wait, no, I think it's black. Actually, before I get ahead of myself. No, it's white. She's got black gloves, white sleeves. But yeah, that's the thing. So we're gonna color this in, and then we'll make her gloves the same black color that we used to color the cat. An actual pencil, even though I guess I could just like straight up fill it in with the pen when I'm inking, but that's not what we've been doing, so we're going to maintain consistency and stick with using the black color pencil for that. And for this, we're just going to keep going with this beautiful red, this vibrant Santa Claus-esque red for the not Santa's Mrs. Claus. No relation whatsoever between these two. Okay, and now for the bottom of the outfit that's just sort of like peeking out from under her sleeve down here. It's actually kind of cathartic to work on some color instead of really stressing the brain to come up with new content. So I guess this is a bit of a relaxing stream this time. We took it easy on ourselves. You guys took it easy on me today. I appreciate it. Just doing a little bit of like relaxation, a little bit of a chill stream. Sort of like a color with me. Isn't that like a form of therapy too? Like, I know that there's like art therapy, there's like, yeah, I don't know. Clearly, I have very little experience with this, but I've heard of it. Alright, so let's add a little bit of that blushy color across the face before we come in here with her skin tone color. We'll grab that black pencil we talked about for the gloves. Because she's taking the gloves off. No, she's not. She's not taking the gloves off. But if she was taking the gloves off, you know you'd be in trouble. Don't want to catch these hands. She's probably like a 10th degree black belt or something. A little bit of brain dodging therapy. Yes, that is kind of like the vibe today. Some very brain dodgy, therapeutic coloring. So, gonna just relax, enjoy it, take advantage of it while we're here. And grab this color. So, you know, I didn't get that blue for the tint of the glasses. We're just gonna kind of come in here with a little bit of that, and then hit the rest of her face with this color. Put a little pressure under the chin to get it a little bit darker. And then we'll do the same up here on the forehead, just under the brim of the hat and the hair, since we could use a little bit of a heavier color there. I think we're looking pretty good. I feel like because there's so much red in this, the bowl she's holding could stand to be like a blue. So that's what we're just gonna dive in. We're just gonna make it happen. This is just gonna be a blue bowl now. Like a split second decision, and there it is. It's done. It's been done. And here we go. Just gonna make the rest of that happen. Just like that. Lovely. I like it. I'm a fan. Make the spoon. I don't know. We'll do this color. It'll be the same color as Mia's hat and shirt. We'll just roll with it. It seems like a good color. A good, like, soft, neutralist, like, less, like, desaturated color, you know? It's like a good sort of subtle color. That's the word I'm looking for. Subtle. The word is subtle. Yeah. This is a good one. So epic. Polka Latte on fire with the emojis today. That one is perfectly placed and perfectly timed. Yes, the accuracy. Too perfect. Gotta love that. So you're gonna become like an emoji master in no time. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I just want to check the time very quickly. It is 10:12. Let's see, do we want to set some goals for like a good stopping point? I feel like we are probably not anywhere close to a good stopping point, just looking at how much more there is to color, particularly over here. So I might just call it a day here. It's been a really fun stream. I really like that you guys decided to spend your Saturday morning with me. Thank you so much. And I think that we will I just typed it and YouTube recommended the emoji. So YouTube is way too smart for us. That's AI in the making. I don't know. But thank you so much for the emojis. Thank you so much for the conversation, for the really delicious suggestions for lunch. I could definitely do without the seafood flavored ice cream. I think I'll pass on that one. Pilfer, thank you very much. But I will see you guys next stream and of course in future videos. I will also see you guys on ArtBite because I think the majority of you are participating this year. And if you don't know what ArtBite is, definitely check out my ArtBite video right on the front page of my YouTube channel. At least it should be. I know sometimes it doesn't show up the what do you call it, the featured video. I don't know why that is. Some people see it, some people don't, but the featured video is there. If not, just do a quick search with a little magnifying glass through my YouTube videos and you'll find ArtBite. Yeah, so I'll see you guys there. Let's battle it out in ArtBite in like 6 days or something. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Oh, Wither is for the cool kids. We'll see, Pilfer. We'll see. You might be eating those words here soon. We'll find out. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here, and I will see you next time.